a man and his wife were quarreling, and they took it to another level. They were not talking to each other. In fact, the woman left their common room and started sleeping in another room. And this went on for like 1 week. So they now started sending texts to each other. Whatever they needed, they would tell the other person through text message. So on this particular day, the man was to have an important meeting the next day, and he's a heavy sleeper. You know, there are some people that alarm clock does not wake. And if you put alarm clock near them, once it begins to ring, they will carry it and fling away. There are people like that. So the man is a heavy sleeper. He usually relies on his wife to wake him. So he sent message to the wife and said, I have a very important appointment by 8 the next day. I want to wake up as early as 5:30. Sent as message. So he told the wife, please wake me by 5:30. The next day, the man woke up by 8:30. And he was livid with rage and anger. You know, out of frustration, he no longer couldn't contain. He now went to the wife who was in the kitchen and said, I told you to wake me by 5:30. How can you be so wicked? Now I have missed my appointment. And the wife said, I woke you now. He said, when? Nobody touched me. He said, well, you sent me a message, I should wake you by 5:30. So when it was 5:30 a.m., I sent you a message to say, Oga, wake up, or it is 5:30. So, I am not wrong. Now, I want you to think of yourself as that man who needs help to wake up. And I want you to think of the Holy Spirit as the wife, that without him, you are helpless. You can't wake yourself. But deeper than that is, how can you not have communication with your helper? How can you not be in talking terms with your helper? First and foremost, the man was giving the woman was given to the man as a helper. You remember Genesis chapter 2. God says it's not good for the man to be alone. I will make him what? A helper. That's why the woman was given to the man. Jesus is repeating the same thing, so to say, to the apostles. Say, I will ask the Father and he will give you another helper. Our translation here uses counselor. The Greek word there is parakletos. Parakletos. There is no one word in English that translates fully in Greek. That's why they are using almost 4 synonymous words for it. So some translation will say another advocate. Some will say counselor, like the one we read today. Another one will say comforter, right? And another one will say, which other one now? Paraclete, or the same thing as parakletos. So advocate, comforter, teacher, comforter, all of them is interpreting just that one word, parakletos. But I like to use the word helper, because somebody who comforts you is helping you, Abby. Somebody who counsels you, counselor, is helping you, isn't it? Somebody who advocates for you is helping you. Somebody who intercedes for you, another word is the intercessor. Who intercedes for you is helping you. And that is the Holy Spirit. So think of yourself as a man who needs help to wake up. And your helper is right there. But the problem is that you are not having communication. Relationship establishes communication. Communication sustains relationship. Any relationship where there is no communication, what will happen? It will die. They become strangers in the house. So without the Holy Spirit, our relationship with God will die. Your relationship with God will suffer because there will be no communication. They say out of mind is not out of sight. It's not true. For some people, once you are out of sight, you are what? Out of mind. Even today, self, you don't even need to be out of sight to be what? Out of mind. The phenomenon of people who are living in the same house becoming strangers to themselves is increasing. You can be together with people still here and still be lonely. Loneliness does not even mean to be alone. Cell phone is part of the problem. All of us can be 5 in the house right now, and everybody is somebody is with you here in the same house, but he's chatting with somebody who is in Cameroon or US. So you are in sight, you are out of mind. How much more when you are out of sight? To watch full videos and get notifications for new ones, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you.
Sign up with the largest community of Catholics online. Meet new friends, chat, post pictures and videos, make and receive audios and video calls, interact with lots of priests and religions. Download the app from Google Play Store.